Hi all, welcome to my channel. I'm INFJ spiritual coach. My name is Nirantara Veda. Today I want to talk about how INFJs can feel connected while they feel totally alone. Most people with INFJ personality type, including myself, describe a paradox. They can be surrounded by people, understand others deeply, and still feel profoundly alone. This often happens because INFJs tend to crave depth rather than quantity in relationships, spend a lot of time reflecting internally, listen and support others more than they really reveal about themselves, feel misunderstood when others see only the helpful, composed version of them. If that resonates, feeling connected usually requires something different from simply being around more people. Number one, let people know more of the real you. INFJs are often skilled at understanding others but less comfortable being understood. Connection grows when you share what you are excited about, what you are struggling with, your opinions and values, your creative ideas and dreams. Not everyone will connect with those things, but people who do are often the ones who become meaningful relationships. Even I struggle deeply with letting people know the real me because the minute I try to explain the creative ideas or the dreams or my values and opinions, either I'll be mocked or I will be uh, treated as something that is I am over exaggerating the facts because of my sensitivity. These feelings often do arise when I try to connect with people and have meaningful relationships with them, in friendships and in romantic relationships. So let's explore together as INFJs what we can do to feel fulfilled and have meaningful relationships with others. Number two, seek depth intentionally. A single honest conversation can feel nourishing than hours of casual socializing. Look for people who enjoy ideas, meaning, creativity, or personal growth. Communities centered on interests you genuinely care about. Relationships where curiosity goes both ways. So, in the especially being a new mom, I feel alone than most of the INFJs, I think, because I have a baby to care for and I'm a full time mom. And there are so many months when I felt totally alone and disconnected from the world because of my new responsibilities and new role that I'm trying to figure it out. So, what I did was I planned my birthday and I told my husband to care the baby for one day, and I invited only my girlfriends to the birthday, and we had a lunch together. My best two close friends, three of us, we had lunch together, and we talked about all sorts of things that bug us, that make us feel happy and proud. And those times I even cherish even now. It's been almost a year and I even miss those times. And by planning your environment and having these depth conversations, you can feel connected to others once in every while. Number three, accept that no one will understand everything. Many INFJs search for the person who gets them completely. In practice, connection is often distributed. One friend understands your intellectual side, another understands your emotions, another shares your hobbies. You don't need one perfect mirror to feel less alone. This is the thing that I had very hard time accepting it. But the more we practice it, the more it becomes part of our identity. When I wanted to share my emotions, I go to my ENFJ friend. When I just wanted to have a casual conversation and some fun, I go to my ISFJ friend and neighbor. And when I want to someone to share my intellectual side, I go to my ISTJ neighbor and spend an hour and say all my intellectual things to her, and she will listen to all those things with awe, and she will actually take my intelligence for, like, pure knowledge, and she respects it. So instead of sticking to that one ideal mirror, I encourage all of us INFJs to find these distributed relationships. Of course, one day we will be we will be having that one perfect mirror, and we can share all our things. That is the ideal vision of me, and I believe it will be the ideal vision of most of the INFJs. But I don't want them to wait for that one single moment that might happen or not in the future, but start living your life now. Number 4, create before you isolate. When INFJs feel disconnected, they sometimes retreat further into their inner world. Activities such as writing, art, music, volunteering, mentoring, or building something meaningful can create a bridge between your inner life and the outside world. They allow others to connect with you, with what you think and feel. I practice art to connect deeply with my INFP husband. We talk for hours and hours and hours, and we still feel disconnected most of the time because no one can fully understand who you really are. But I spend some 20 minutes of time and draw a piece of art and show it to him. He naturally has that curiosity and asks me, "What is this?" And I tell him and I share my feelings, and he listens very calmly and he understands me and he even appreciates my work. And doing these meaningful things not only will allow you to process emotions and connect with the unconscious, but it will also help you to connect more meaningfully with others in your life. And last, find people who reciprocate emotional openness. INFJs often become the therapist friend. If you are always listening but rarely sharing, relationships can feel one sided. Pay attention